What's going on? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Yes, yes. Send some flowers to the wife. Send some flowers. I don't think she's gotten them yet. I haven't gotten the text, but I sent my flowers.
Nolan, can you kind of go through Virginia a little bit and what, it seems like every year, no matter who it is, it's more about how they run it or how they do it.
Yeah.
What is it this year that makes this team special for them?
The main thing for me that makes them special is that they're a player ran team. As good as Tony is, the players running that team, they're old. They have 3 5th years, a junior and a senior in their starting lineup. So right there makes them very special because they don't have to look to the sideline and say, "What are we running?" They know what they're running. They know what they're doing defensively. All of them have done it for a long time in that program. That makes them really good and really dangerous. There's no thinking. They're instinctive. They're making plays. They're playing faster. They're still one of the slowest teams in the country, but they can shoot a little bit quicker than they have in the past, and they just make plays. So they're a really good team.
And when you have a guy like Kihei running kind of the show, it seems like he's been around forever. What does he do for them as far as, I mean, the coaches, like you said, he doesn't have to look over there. He just kind of gets them and goes, doesn't it?
He is the coach. He is the coach on the court. He's a veteran. He does everything for them. He's their assist guy. He's shooting the ball at a higher percentage this year. He's the head of the snake. When he drives, he's going to look to dump off and get others involved. He makes plays, but he's a big-time defender. He knows their offense. He knows their defense. He confronts guys. He's the leader. You see him talking on the court at all times. Just a really good veteran college guard.
Obviously, the season is what it is at this point, but given how you guys were able to go toe-to-toe down at Miami, a top 25 team, how much confidence does that give you that you guys will be able to finish the season strong?
Yeah, I mean, look, every day is an opportunity to get better, and that's one thing our guys have been told, and that's one thing that they're doing. Obviously, the Pittsburgh game was a little bit of a setback. We got punched in our mouths down at Pitt, but then you bounce back against a very good Miami team who just beat Carolina and go toe-to-toe with them down to the wire. Just didn't make the plays in order to complete and win the game. But in order to have a really good offensive game like we did down there, defensively did a pretty good job on most of their really good players. It was a good showing. So for us, we want to win games. Like, we still want to win. We're still competing to win. Every day we do a scout, a preparation. We're preparing to win. That's the mindset that we have as coaches, and our players have to feed off of our energy. They say we're going into this game to win. They're doing that, and I think their work and their preparation has gotten better and better as the years gone along. So hopefully now down the stretch, we want to win, and this is another opportunity versus Virginia. I'm sure it's going to be a great crowd tomorrow. We got to come and respond and feed off our crowd's energy and try and get this win. It's going to be we know every game's a tall task, but you lace them up just like the other team. Let's go make something happen.
Kenny talked Monday about just watching film of this team play defense can help teach you guys some things about that. Just wondering, after you guys scored a lot of points on Saturday, but didn't have the defense to back that up. Just what does practice look like? I'm going over like the defensive fundamentals and techniques that you hope to use tomorrow night.
Now, we've been very locked in on our defense, and this is a game where you have to be very, very disciplined on the defensive end. They're going to use 20 to 25 seconds of the shot clock, and at any point, if you point switch or you don't come together on a switch and you're not in a stance, they're going to slip it, they're going to break you down, and then boom, they get going. So you have to be disciplined. We've been trying to talk to our guys about that and talking, being more of a talking defense, and I think if they make strides in this game, it can propel us for the games to come.
Looking at their numbers recently, I think they have 3 guys that shoot either at 40% or close to 40% on threes. How do you deal with that part of it? Because not many teams have that many guys who can hit threes like that.
Yeah, well, they're still a paint team. They're still a team that wants to get in the paint, wants to drive. Clark is still he's shooting it better, but he's not shooting a lot of them. Beekman is shooting them, but not shooting a lot of them. Franklin is the guy that he's taken over 123s on the year. The other guys are, I think, in the 50s. So they are a better shooting team percentage-wise, but they're trying to get in the paint. But we do want to take away their open looks, wide open looks. So be in gaps when they do make the kicks, then close out and yell shot, contest the shot with energy. And typically when you have contested shots, percentages go down. If you have uncontested shots, percentages go up. We have to contest shots, and then we have to give them one shot. We have to block out Gardner. We have to block out all their guys, all their big guys. We have to make sure they get one shot each possession.
Nolan L talked recently about having a better grasp of the way Kenny has wanted him to play as of late. You probably better understand what he's going through as a guard in terms of weighing out scoring and distributing.
Yeah.
What is key as a guard, like a trait or something that you have to learn and get used to better understand that balance?
I think the best way to describe it as a guard is you have to be a giver, right? You have to be able to give to your teammates, and if you're a giver, you're typically a receiver. So if you go out and you start the game and you're giving out assists, you're passing, you're getting your teammates involved, you're giving your postman a touch, eventually it's going to come back to you. And I think L's been trying to find that balance with this team as far as, all right, I got to kick this one. Okay, I have to kick the next one. Teams like tomorrow, they're gonna hard black L and ball screens. They're probably gonna look like they're trapping it to really get it out of his hands. Early in the game, he has to get off of it. He can't fight it. He has to get off of it quick, and then we might get some spray outs because of that. If he does that early on, then his offense opens up. He's learned that throughout the year. At times early on, just naturally being a scorer, he's fought that a little bit. But now you see it. He's opening up defenses by being a giver, and he's been really great at running the point guard position.
You've been a winner all your life as a player and as a coach. This is unusual circumstance for you. I know that you have to keep the players positive. Who keeps you positive?
My wife and my family, but also this staff. I mean, being around great guys every single day. We come in, we're positive with each other's staff, and we're talking basketball and constantly just thinking of ways to grow. We all love this game, so even when there's moments where we might have felt down this year or disappointed, which we are, when you come to work and get to talk basketball, figure out ways to win, there's fun in that, right? You get to talk basketball and be around great basketball minds. That's been really great for us this year, and I think we can say as a staff we've all gotten better. We've all gotten better and working and figuring out ways to compete and be in games.
Kamari looks a little more confident, a little more patient out there on the court. What's the biggest difference you've noticed in him between the beginning of the year to now, to freshman?
It's real simple. He's finally catching and shooting. when he catches and shoots the ball, the game's easier. Early on in the year, he was catching and wanting to put it down and dribble and not go anywhere. Now he's catching and shooting. He's shooting at a higher percentage, and that opens up other things. It opens up his drives because now defenses have to close out a little bit harder to take that away. So now your game just kind of opens up. So now that he's simplified in his mind what he has to do, his game's just opening up, getting better.
Nolan, similar question regarding Jalen Withers. I mean, there's been times during the season where you could look at his stat sheet and there's nothing there, and
Yep.
it's been kind of a roller coaster. But lately, he seems to be playing a little bit more with confidence.
Yeah.
Have you seen a difference in him in practice? Is there a new light that's gone on, or how would you describe what he's been doing lately?
Yeah, I think right now he's just playing free. I mean, that's one thing we've been trying to get him to do all year long is just play free. Stop thinking, stop hesitating, shoot the ball with confidence, drive with confidence, make plays. And I think he's doing that as of late. And I think now, probably in the last 4 games, probably the best three-point shooter in the conference, probably shooting higher than 50% from three. Teams are really running at him, jumping him, running him off, trying to run him off the line. So now he's able to do other things. Now the main thing he needs to clear him now is the turnovers and get into the paint, be strong. And tomorrow's going to be a big task for him. We've been talking to him about now when you get in that paint against Virginia tomorrow, you have to be strong with the ball. Just make sure you get a shot off. Like they're going to plug, they're going to run at you. If you go behind your back, there's going to be somebody coming at your ball. Be aggressive, but be strong and take care of the ball.
They're different than a lot of teams because they're all in on the pack line defense. Every defense has strengths and weaknesses. What are the areas that you can attack the pack line?
Well, there's a couple things they have absolutes, right? In ball screens, they're going to hard black. If you get off the ball quick, you can get them in reacting mode. You can get them scrambling and get them in closeouts. They double the post off the 4-man. Just watching film from last year, Sid Curry did a really good job last year of getting the ball out, spraying it to the weak side. If you get a weak side cut, you can hit the opposite guy. These are things they're going to do every single game. And if we exploit those things, our guys move and cut hard, cut to score, relocate. We can get them in a lot of different positions that they're uncomfortable. And then once they close out, drive, be strong with the ball, kick again, get your shots.
Just how big was a Saturday's game for the team to start out down 10-0 and then to find that confidence and a fight back from several deficits. I'm heading into this game where you're facing a team that has a great defense. And maybe the shots don't fall early. Do you have more confidence in the players now? Having seen that they can do this.
Yeah, well, we have never lost confidence in our players. I think that's all year long. But I think one thing we've been trying to change is our starts. You don't want to start down 0-10, and if you do that tomorrow against Virginia, you're really going to be in a bad place because now you're going to start wondering, can we score? And it can be a very ugly half of basketball if you start out bad. You want to come out confident. You want to come out aggressive. You want to come out and hit them first, and hopefully it's 12-10 by the first TV timeout. That's the way we want to attack this game, and we have to get our guys to get in that mindset of attacking. Getting hit first is never good in any sport. You have to be the attacker. You have to be the person that hits them first, and don't disappoint them. They're coming in here thinking they're going to see a certain team. If we give them that, they're going to be very confident. If we show them a totally different team with a total different energy, that can knock them back. That's what we want to try and do.
Just while we have you here, I don't want to have you thinking several games ahead, but we might not speak to you again before you go to Duke. Just any thoughts about that, and just things you're looking forward to about getting back there.
I'm excited to go down there and hopefully get a win. Go down there and compete. Go down there and play tough. It'll be nice to be in a place that obviously I called home for a long time, but going down there, it's a business trip. I won't be going down there for a lot of hugs and love. It won't be Valentine's Day. I'm going down there with my team for a war and go down there to get a win.